Hello, collective. Hello, good morning. I love you so much. I love you so much. It's your patience. It's patience. Your favorite psychic intuitive host of Spirit News on Spotify, where we teach you about your non-physicalness. I'm here with the Guild of the Golden Triangle, my very own spirit team. And we're here to bring another message forward, to do God's babies, to do God's work, because God hired me, who gonna fire me? We're here bringing God's messages forward for anything we need to know to get a higher perspective of linear views. I'm doing psychic development on this channel on YouTube, Patience with Spirit, to help develop my new psychic gift from childhood that I just started honoring 4 years ago. And it's been really fun, and I feel so blessed. I'm truly favored and highly blessed, and everything works out for us. I want to send you love and light, and I appreciate all the love and support. I'm so grateful. If you like the way I read, you can see all that information in the description bar, okay? Let's do it. Let me bring that again. Camera. Camera, Spirit says. So did something get captured on camera? Oh, excuse me. Where should we go first? Let's do the Bible. I haven't done the Bible in a little bit. We want to get God's word out, right? So let's do the Bible. Thank you so much, Spirit, for being here with us. Please give us the messages you want us to know to get a higher perspective of linear view. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, Spirit, give us our first clue. I got Luke 12 and 13. Where do you want? Where do you want me to go? Sayings about the Holy Spirit. Courage under persecution. All right. There is nothing concealed that will not be revealed. Oh, shit. God says there's nothing concealed that will not be revealed, nor secret that will not be known. Therefore, whatever you have said in the darkness will be heard in the light, and what you have whispered behind closed doors will be proclaimed on the housetops. I tell you, my friends, do not be afraid of those who kill the body, but after that can do no more. I shall show you whom to fear. Be afraid of the one who after killing has the power to cast into Gehenna. Yes, I tell you, be afraid of that one. Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 small coins? Yet not one of them has escaped the notice of God. Even the hairs of, didn't I just say we're doing God's work? Giving the messages of God? Come through, God. Even the hairs of your head have... Wait and see. Wait and see, Spirit says. Disagree. Even the hairs of your head have all been counted. Oh, Spirit said disagree, so we're still counting the heads, the hairs on the heads of those who do things in the dark. Do not be afraid, you are worth more than many sparrows. I tell you, everyone who acknowledges me before others, the Son of Man will acknowledge before the angels of God. But whoever denies me before others will be denied before the angels of God. Everyone who speaks a word against the Son of Man will be forgiven, but the one who blasphemes against the Holy Spirit will not be forgiven. When they take you before synagogues and before rulers and authorities, do not worry about how or what your defense will be or about what you are to say, for the Holy Spirit will teach you at that moment what you should say. Saying against greed. Someone in the crowd said to him, Teacher, tell my brother to share the inheritance with me. He replied to him, Friend, who appointed me as your judge and arbitrator? Then he said to the crowd, Take care to guard against all greed, for though one may be rich, one's life does not consist of possessions. Oh shit, you guys. Something's being done in the dark, and God is saying, what's wrong with you? Don't you know I see everything? I literally... Pursing. Yeah, this person may have been greedy, and they may have blasphemed the Holy Spirit. God does not like that when you speak against him. Ugh. They did it before rulers and authorities. They may have made fun of God or mocked God. Someone who's greedy. Oh, damn. Okay. Well, let's see what's going on. Let's look in the dream book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think you so much, Spirit, for being with us. It is my pleasure to bring the messages forward. Please give us another clue. Daily life, clothes. Clothing is often an outward expression of how we wish to be seen by others and can indicate status, whether actual or apparent. Dressing casually in a dream when you normally wear formal, clothes suggest an unrealized desire to relax a little, take some time away from the constraints of waking life. Uncharacteristically fine or flamboyant dream attire may reflect a subconscious wish to be noticed or admired. Right. So someone's like where thinks that because they dress nice that it'll make them look a certain way that's actually uncharacteristic of them. They basically think clothes are going to make people feel like there's something they're not or something. They tie it ties to tie. Oh, it's maybe a business person. Ties indicate a degree of formality and can be a mark of honor. The club tie or the old school tie, they're also a form of ligature around the neck that could be restrictive. So someone feels like they're being strangled right now and being forced to wear something that's inappropriate and destined to fail. They're unable to speak about what's possible because they feel like they're superior. Bow ties, they're up in a bow tie because they're notorious for being difficult. They struggle to suggest, they're struggling to take suggestions and feel ill equipped to handle a formal occasion, an interview, or a presentation. Maybe someone surprised them when they couldn't be all, gussied up and they feel like they're tied up now because they can't present themselves in a certain way. Okay. Interesting. Let's look in let's do cards. Okay. Agree. You want to do these ones? Alright. Alright, Spirit, thank you so much for being here. I'm so blessed. I am having the best time. I love Spirit so much, and I'm so grateful to be here to bring the messages forward. Thank you so much for being with us. What do you want us to know? What do you want us to know? So someone didn't get to make them present themselves the way they normally would for some kind of interview, or maybe someone came to their house, surprised them or something. Oh, as I say house, look. As I say house.
Welcome.
Hello. You can email me. I'd love to help you. Patience-with-spirit@gmail. Tree falls on your house. The human experience, people. Spirit says, welcome the human experience. So, right when I said someone marked, this person could be marked. So, right when I said someone came over to someone's house as a surprise, unexpectedly, I got a house card. So, something that has the equivalent impact of a tree falling on someone's house, they may have showed up to interview someone. Maybe they didn't know they were coming. They didn't have a chance to look the part. They were blindsided. They were blindsided by this. You eat a jelly donut. Wait, that wasn't jelly, it was mold. Oh. So something that... Sure, they're going to be eating their own words because... The number 7, because they weren't prepared for this. They didn't have time to look the part or play the part. They're going in blind. They don't even know what it's about. It could have been disguised as a jelly donut, like a trick or like some kind of trap they walked into or something. You're fired. Oh shit, you're fired. someone may have gotten fired. They may have walked into a trap at their work. Maybe they didn't know that someone must have said something about them, because this looks like a mouth. It looks like a mouth with mold coming out of it. Hey, Jacoby. Hey, Boyer. Hi, you guys. So so, someone came to someone's house without them. It was a surprise visit to be interviewed or something. They usually get to dress the part, play a part, so they fool people into thinking they're something they're not. But this was unexpected. It was the equivalent of like a tree falling on their house. They were going in blind. They were going in blind. They were blinded to it. Advantage. They didn't have the advantage spirit.
Died in building.
Oh, died in building, and look, there's someone jumping out of a building. I think this really shocked them. I don't know if they actually died or got fired, but whatever it is has the equivalence of that. So something that the interviewer talked about looked like a jelly donut, or maybe this person looks like a jelly donut, but they just spew out mold. A scorpion crawls up a scorpion really crawled up this person's ass with this situation. They did not expect this. This is something that that's like a scorpion up their ass. Spouse has a year-long affair. Oh, they may have found out that their spouse has had a year-long affair or some kind of third party. They may have found out that their significant other's been having a year-long affair. Someone may have blindsided them with this information. They had no idea. Or they found out something about a third party. It doesn't have to be an affair, but they found out something that a third party did. Bankruptcy. Something about they're going to have to file for bankruptcy? What happened? Wet the bed every night. 0 days since the last accident. They're really shitting their pants about this. This is something that's really hit them hard. Gerald. They're losing their job, losing their money. Their spouse had an affair with someone else. A tree fell on their house. This person's having a string of bad luck. Didn't I just say shit the bed? Come through, spirit. This person, something's going on with this person. Everything's going wrong. Why is everything going wrong? What did they do? If everything's going this wrong, they must have did something. Some kind of stain. Struck by lightning. Struck by lightning. Something caught them off guard. All these things are going wrong in their life. One bad thing after the other keeps happening. Cocktails with Bill Cosby. Because they roofie people. Because they roofie people. Cocktails with Bill Cosby, his and hers. They roofie people and take advantage of them. That's why everything's going wrong. This is under spiritual court. This is by spirit. Oh my God, what? Partner has herpes. Oh my gosh. Everything's going wrong with this person because they have taken advantage of people. They could possibly roofie people and then crawl at people's ass like a scorpion. Felons. Spirit said felons. This could be possibly a group of people where everything's going wrong. Everything's going wrong. Because they did something. What did they do? Oh, because the Bible said they blasphemed against God. All these people went up against God. Someone got a head injury. Spirit says it's 0 days. The judgment is here. Judgment is here. You wonder why everything's going wrong? Because of all the shit you did in the past against people. They're shit in the bed now. All these things are going wrong and they're wondering why. Someone could potentially have lost their vision or is going blind. Oh, weird. I'm getting, like, even people can't, some people, there's someone who can't even enjoy food. Like, they eat food and it tastes like nothing. Like, they can't even enjoy food. Gored by a bull. Gored by a bull. Someone with authority who's bullheaded is now shit in the bed because they may have gotten fired. Or because they tried to cloak themselves and thought that they were disguising themselves, but now something that they did that they were stubborn about, stubborn like a bull, something they wouldn't stop doing, 90%.
Unlikely.
Spirit said they're gonna stop doing it. Kenneth. Taken hostage during a bank robbery.
You scared them away.
Taken hostage during a bank robbery. They could have potentially tried to rob somebody or take something from someone. They tried to do it without someone knowing, but they really gored themselves like a bull. They could have possibly drugged someone. Now they're broke. They're getting fired. They have some kind of house issues going on. What? What is going on? Let's do some tarot. Oh my gosh, Spirit, who is this? Who is this? Is this one person? Is it a group of people? I think it could be a group of people. They went up against God. 5 of Swords in reverse. Bullies. Bullies, theft, violence, abusive relationships. Things they did in the past. It's Judgment Day. Look, they're all proud. They're all proud of what they did. Spirit, what do these people do? They don't have any strength right now. These people are completely weak against what's going on because they had no self-respect. They didn't have self-love, and they didn't love unconditionally. And now all these things are going wrong for them. Ronald. The Fool. Because they took a chance. They took a chance on something. They took a chance going through hoops. They thought it was going to be a new path. They thought it was going to be a new beginning. But they did something under the moon or at nighttime. But they were wearing a clown suit. They were a bunch of clowns. Why didn't this plan work? The Hermit, because they didn't ask for clarity. They didn't listen to their guidance. They didn't set out on a personal quest, the Hermit. They took a chance on somebody who's on a spiritual quest. Someone who's all about teamwork, or they teamed up like a team to collaborate, to do some kind of skill. What kind of skill? 2 of Cups against 2 people. Against 2 people, but it didn't work. They came up against 2 people, a marriage, a partnership, or it doesn't have to be marriage, it could be a business partner, it could be friends, it could be
They are ugly.
They are ugly. Spirit said they're ugly.
There's something wrong here.
Spirit said there's something wrong here. Oh my gosh, now they're trying to retreat. They're like, I can't do this anymore. They're starting to see that. Oh my God, they're starting to see that They want to be in solitude now. Now they're like, leave me alone. I can't take life anymore. Rivalry, Five of Wands. This group that teamed up that was once a team, now all of a sudden they're having challenges and obstacles. They're they're beginning to fight each other. They're like, no, you said to do this. No, you said to do this. You said this would work. Why isn't it working? Why am I losing everything? The Chariot. The Chariot. There may be police involved. There may be some kind of action. The law. Yeah. I think, oh my god, so not only are all these things happening in their life, but also the law is on their tail. God is restoring temperance. Freaking Archangel Michael is here to bring balance. What is going on? Alright, let's do some blue cards. Spirit, what's going on? What do these people do? Wow. Pat. You're a world-class actor. What's the next project? They were faking something. They were faking some kind of project that they thought would be a world-class act. But something went wrong, clearly. I think it's on top of the law card, so something they were doing that was illegal. Tell your siblings that you're going to be a parent. Something about family. Your family may have teamed up with your siblings may have teamed up with your parents to do some kind of world-class project, but they were acting. It was all an act. Tell the story of getting kicked out of a restaurant. Now they're getting kicked out of, I think they got kicked out of heaven. They're definitely getting kicked out of the house because they went up against somebody. They went up against a couple or two people that are in some kind of partnership. What brings you endless happiness? They did this because they thought it would make them happy? What in the world? Why would it ever make someone happy to go against somebody? That doesn't make any sense. You can't namaste, love you. You can't expect to win when you're going up against somebody in a negative way. They could have drugged them. They could have tried to make them go bankrupt. They could have tried to get them fired from their job. Apologize to your friend. You totaled their car. They could have did something to their car. Create a toy commercial.
Hot land.
Hot land. These people were playing a game. These people, oh my gosh. Your siblings and your parents were playing some kind of game, and they were telling some kind of story about you, how they kicked you out of something and it brought them endless happiness, or they were trying to end your happiness, but they were a world-class act. They were just acting. It wasn't even, something wasn't real or something, or they were being fake or something like that. Tell a stranger that they look very nice today. They may have gotten strangers to, they may have sweet talk, sugar-coated strangers and got them to come against you by telling them stories about you, about how you got kicked out of a restaurant and how they kicked you out of the house, and strangers that don't even know you. They got people who don't even know you to come up against you or something. Write a telemarketing message. Yeah, they were like, yeah, collective did this and that and the other, and they did this to me and that to me. Some kind of smear campaign to end your happiness. Why did they want to end collective's happiness? Why did they want to end collective's happiness? Why were they doing that? What did you say when your neighbor... Maybe. What did you say when your neighbor asked for their tools back that you've had for years? Because you had something that was theirs for years? Are you kidding me? That's petty as hell. That's petty as hell. Collective, you could have had something that was theirs that you didn't give back. So they took it upon themselves to get strangers and tell them how awful you are because you didn't give them something. What? Are you serious? Explain the feeling of an arcade. It's right under a toy commercial because they felt like it was a game. They thought you were playing a game with them? Oh my god, that is so stupid. This person thought that you were keeping something of theirs on purpose to play a game with them. I'm dead. Wow. What's the biggest lie you ever told? Right under tell a stranger they look very nice today. These people, this person, or maybe your sibling could have been mad at you because you borrowed something that you never gave back.
Haunted.
Haunted, Spirit says. Spirit said they were haunted by this. They were haunted that you didn't give something back to them. Oh my gosh. Describe why you got sent to the principal's office. Whatever you did, they wanted you to feel like you were cast out, like you were cast aside. They wanted to end your happiness. They thought that you did it on purpose, like you were playing some kind of game. But I'm not even
Brother.
brother. It could be a brother. It doesn't have to be. It says siblings. It could be a brother or sister. But Spirit just said
Outside.
brother. They were being so petty. They wanted you to apologize to them for something about their car. Maybe you like scratched their car or something, or I don't know, maybe you spilled something in their car, something very little. They're mad at you for very petty things. What's the most memorable thing that's happened in your lifetime? They like couldn't forget about it. It was like all they thought about. How you didn't give back their workout tape or something, something silly like that. It's my brother Michael. Ugh. It's the busiest day of your life. How did it unfold? This person, your sibling, literally wakes up and the first thing they think about is how they're gonna fuck you over because you didn't give back the tool that you borrowed from them. I don't even know what to say. They did so much. They tried to rob you. They tried to drug you. They tried to make you go bankrupt. They tried to do something to your car and your house. It's like literally their whole day and their whole life. Wow. Greet someone at a big box store. Greet someone at a big box store. What's the biggest lie you ever told?
Roy.
Roy. Pat and
Bodies.
Roy. Bodies. Oh, I was trying to think of what big box has to do with anything. Spirit said greet someone at a big box store. Big box bodies, like a box for a body. They could have possibly hurt people just to do something to you, just to do things.
Aquifers.
Aquifers? What's an aquifer?
Prisoner.
Prisoner. Didn't we get the chariot card? This person's gonna go to jail
Yes.
for. Yes! This person's going to jail for something they did. Let me look up aquifers. Aquifers. Aquifers? A body of a permeable rock which can contain or transmit groundwater. Hmm. Aquifer. Oh, an aquifer. The way that I'm sorry. The way that this necrometer said it was funny. Aquifer. They were doing this like several. They set up some kind of system that was efficient,
Focus.
like an aquifer. I'm focusing. I'm sorry. That threw me off. They could have potentially hurt people and greeted strangers to put them in a big box. And look, doesn't this person look like they're dead? They could have unalived someone, some stranger, to do things to you. What? Your sibling is insane. Your sibling has issues. They're mad at you because you didn't give the tool to their car back, something about a car. Maybe you borrowed their car or something. Describe your favorite color. They hate that you're the favorite. They think that in their perception, they think that you're order. They could be part of an order. They joined an order just to prove that you're not awesome because you borrowed a tool from them or something, and you may have like spilled something in their car. That's petty as hell. Hey Marge! Yeah, they said Donald. Spirit said Donald. Describe why you had a medical procedure. Ball? What? They could have tried to. Spirit, tell me if I'm wrong, but they could have tried to.
Incorrect.
Okay. I was gonna say, tried to harvest your organs. Spirit said incorrect. They may have had a medical procedure done to alter the way they look or something. What's the most memorable thing that's happened in your lifetime? They could have had a medical procedure done to look like you or something. Oh my god, I hope that's not true. What the hell is going on? What is the most Google search by your grandparents? It's the busiest day of your life. How to unfold? They go on Google and Google something that they want, something that they find to be like, they get happiness out of trying to ruin your life every day. They wake up and they say, what am I going to do to my sibling today? And they Google things, they Google search things to like unalive you or something. Fade. Describe the thoughts of a wild animal. This person's unhinged because of something very petty. They think it's really because they think that you're the favorite, that you are, I don't know, that you have a better life than them or something. Ugh. You got, yes? I'm gonna leave today. I'm gonna leave today, but I'm working right now. No, I'm not. Thank you. Thank you. No, I'm not. But I'm gonna leave at 11. Thank you. Sorry. You got locked in your favorite store at night. What do you do? Another favorite card right on top of describe your favorite color. This sibling hates you because they perceive you as being the favorite, as being the better one, the more handsome, prettier one, the whatever they perceive you as. They are making excuses to do things to you because you may have borrowed something you never gave back and something about their car, but they're a world-class actor. They're under some kind of, that's why the Bible said they blasphemed against them, that this person may have joined a secret society just to do things against you. The spirit box is awesome. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for the spirit box.
Destroy it.
Spirit said they're gonna destroy this person because of what they've done. They've done so many acts against God. They have been like blindly in this rage against you because they think that you're better than them. But that's not true. That's just their opinion. That's just how they feel about themselves because they're projecting that onto you. You haven't done anything to them. I mean, sure, you borrowed something and you never gave it back. Why didn't they ask you for it? Oh,
Absolutely.
Spirit said, absolutely. Why didn't they just talk to you about it? Why didn't they just ask you to apologize? Say, hey, really hurt my feelings when you borrowed my stuff and you didn't give it back. Oh, I'm sorry. Look, I forgot all about it. You didn't do this on purpose, and they took this real personally. But really, they used that as an excuse. They're like, collective gets away with everything. They think they can do anything to me. Well, I'm going to show them. They did this to like prove a point or something, and then it became some weird obsession.
Beliefs.
Alice could be significant. It became some weird, it's literally the goal of their day. They wake up and it's the first thing they do is go online and look at you or Google ways to take you down. Phantom. The red and white rose. Yeah, they're the red snake. They want us. Christine, you're the white rose collective. They hate that you're a rose. They hate that you're a white rose. They think you're like a goody goody. They think everything always works out for you. Yeah, well, it says right here, tell your siblings that you're going to be a parent. They could have worked with your parents, got your parents to work against you by telling them lies about you. They created some kind of telemarketing toy commercial campaign because they're a world-class actor. They were working on a project. They wanted you to apologize for what you did. They could have possibly even went to your friends and to your spouse, and they purposely have been blocking all your relationships with lovers so you always have bad lovers or something because because they think that you're the favorite. They don't want you to be happy at any cost. This is mental health. This person has a severe distortion of themselves, and on they took it out on you. They have made it their life mission. They have, because they couldn't, because they're too passive aggressive. They couldn't come to you and just communicate, hey, I didn't like it when you did this. Please don't do that again. And you would have been like, okay, no problem, my bad. But instead, this is what they did. This is what they chose to do. And now it's Judgment Day, and they're going bankrupt, and they're losing everything. They possibly could have got robbed. They're going blind. But this is a group of people. It's like they got a group of people that you didn't even know. You don't even know these people. Quicksilver. See, you're in the middle, and they like created this void of
The number one.
the number one. You're the bubble, and see all the dots?
Shadow.
Shadow. They created a shadow, a false shadow over a bright bubble. Quicks that morphed you to these people like Quicksilver. Argentum vivum. Oh my god. That their energy, it feels like falling. I hate it. Their energy feels like falling, like hanging onto a cliff by your fingertips and tippy toes. My life is a Hunger Games. Seriously, this sibling came against you thinking that it was a game. They thought that you were playing a game with them. Explain the feeling of an arcade. They thought like something that you did that has to do with something you borrowed
5 o'clock.
and then never gave back to them. They thought you did it on purpose to like hurt them or something. That's a projection. That was not what happened at all. You actually just forgot about it or something. You just forgot. It was not a game. It was not on purpose. It was not to hurt them. They thought that you did it on purpose to hurt them. But they wanted an apology from you, but you didn't even know that they were upset about it. Ouroboros in reverse. The great serpent, because they're not awakened. They're very much in their ego. They're very much, look, I have a snake here and I have a snake here. This person purposely joined some kind of order and could have possibly unalived someone to send things to you, to do things to you. They could have got strangers to come try and snatch you up, to get you um, fired from your job. That is a distortion in their field. They have unhealed wounds. They have unhealed wounds and they're projecting their insecurities onto you because you're awesome. They hate that you're awesome. Vinegar. They're vinegar. They're vinegar. And an order, a secret order. They joined a secret order just to come up against you.
Need energy.
Need energy. That's absolutely insane. Absolutely. Makes no sense at all. Spirit, what was this person doing? They were Googling something on, they were going on the internet for something every day. Something that, I think what happened is they may have been going online to Google how to do weird things to you that you shouldn't be Googling. And that shit's tracked. They may have been tracked and that's why they're going to jail. And Spirit said yes already to that. And I got the Chariot card, which is the law. So this person's definitely going to get arrested. The Alchemist, a Virgo, could be a Virgo, doesn't have to be. See, they led other people. They led other people into the woods, into dark woods, full of metal.
Get it.
Get it. Spirit said, get it. Come through, Spirit. They were critical. They were a perfectionist. They were curatorial. They could have taught other people how to, these strangers, how to...
Disagree.
Okay, disagree. Curatorial, solitary. Witchy. It says witchy. Ritualistic. They hated that you were pure. They wanted accurate results because they were perfectionists. Everything is very methodical and ritualistic in what they were doing. It was planned out. This was all premeditated. They woke up every day and thought of new ways to get you to not be happy. They could potentially have an STD with the crusty mushroom. They could have potentially tried to give you an STD. Oh my god, they tried to give you an STD. Oh my god. With love, like you said. That's how yes, with love. Well, this is on Judgment Day. It said 0 days left. This person has no love in their life. This person's not loved. This person doesn't love themselves. They didn't look, you were supposed to teach them how to be loved. You could have brought harmony to their life, but they looked at you as some kind of threat because of small things that you did that hurt their feelings that they didn't have the guts to communicate to you about. And you didn't even mean to do it. So they hated that you were attractive, that you have magnetism and diplomacy. He loved. Spirit said he loved. They could have broken up someone who actually loved you. They could have ruined a relationship with someone who actually loved you. Make a sound. They were mad at you because you had a relationship that actually had love in it. And they broke that up on purpose. Twelfth house in reverse, surrender. This person was incapable of surrendering to their guilt and to their spiritual development. They didn't want to heal. They didn't want to forgive you. They didn't want to find forgiveness. And now they're suffering karma. All of this is happening to them. It's karma for all the shit they've done. Oh, come through, Spirit. Look, the two angels opening Pandora's box. They are getting exactly what they gave out because they were incapable of forgiveness. Yeah, Spirit said. They were incapable of forgiveness. They wanted to steal your dreams because you were doing spiritual development, and they turned their guilt into some kind of weird trance state where they were unable to see their own baggage. You became their freaking mission, and they worked on it for so long because
Push it.
they couldn't look in the mirror. They couldn't look in the mirror. They couldn't confront themselves. They were having conflicts about what they did was they couldn't look in the mirror at themselves, so they just projected everything they are onto you. And then they convinced themselves that you're what they are. And then they convinced everyone around them that you're that. But really, it was them because they weren't able to look in the mirror. You may have called them out on some kind of bullshit or something that you didn't like, and they can't do that to you. They can't call you out on your bullshit, but you can call them out on theirs, and that really upset them. That really hurt their pride. They made a conscious effort to really objectify you and treat you like some kind of pawn in a game. They really thought that you were playing a game with them and they were going to win at all costs. Because their perception was altered. Yes, ego. Their perception was altered. They didn't want to have a discussion, and this has siblings on it. They didn't want to have a discussion. They didn't want to be aware of their surroundings. They could have followed you on your social media. They did something online. Most likely, possibly with social media. They could have made a fake account and said it was yours, or, oh shit. Spirit, tell me if this is true or not. It says dating. I think they could have been catfishing people on online dating sites pretending to be you. Describe where you had a medical procedure. They could have possibly got a medical procedure to try to look like you so they could catfish people pretending to be you. Oh my god, that's sick. I don't mean to laugh, but that's some movie shit. That's like, and they hit a brick wall. They hit a brick wall. They were trying to walk in your shoes. And look, there's a camera. They may have been taking pictures of themselves looking like you and then putting them online. Oh my god, this is sick. What the hell? Well, they're under judgment now and they're going to jail, and all these bad things are happening to them and happening to all these bad people who took this person's word at face value. None of these people had a discernment to decide for themselves. If these people knew energy, none of them would have fell for this person's energy, because this person's energy feels like falling. And that's why it's important for you to know your energy, because energy never lies. People lie. People can dress up and look a certain way and act a certain way, but it doesn't mean that they're not lying. It doesn't mean that they're who they say they are. They could be the complete opposite, and you would never know because you don't even know energy. But if you do know energy, you could come across this person and know that they're bad news and that what they're saying isn't true. Wow. I'm like flabbergasted, honestly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Spirit, tell us more. Anticipate. The more experience this person knew to be true, who they became their story. It had less to do with what they planned and more to do with what was happening and how they were reacting and responding to unexpected, inconceivable moments. Lost. They were reactive they were reacting to things instead of responding. They drove home that one day wait. They drove home and hit multiple waxness. They drove it home. They drove this plan home and hit multiple detours and delays. And construction was happening. Tires had gone flat, wrecks had occurred, people were slowing down, but they continued to add additional hours and tacked on to their trip. They wanted to crawl out of their skin, but everything they did with frustration, thinking that it was obvious what they had to do, reading your facial expressions, thinking that that would make things go faster. Maybe that's why they were following your social media. They were trying to they would do something and then see how you were reacting to it or something. And they knew that what they thought about that they weren't in control of, but they still did it anyway. So God was telling them if you okay, let me tell you something. If you are doing something that you're anticipating, but everything you do has detours and delays, that means it's not for you. That means you're not supposed to be doing it. Things are supposed to be easy. It's supposed to feel good emotionally. This person was doing things that they knew frustrated them, that they knew was going to create delays for them, and they still pushed forward through the construction through multiple delays and detours. They knew they didn't have control and they couldn't stop themselves. The detour became their journey. It only gave them one choice: beat the steering wheel and make it worse for themselves. They became frazzled inside. They couldn't realize the situation at hand and chill. They couldn't stop white knuckling the steering wheel and release and forget everything they were doing. They kept on turning it on and higher and jamming it more in. They thought that this would be an anticipation of their destination. 2010s.
Change voice.
Change voice. Spirit says change voice to have more compassion for them. Ugh, it's hard. They did a lot. Their lives now are they're going to have to face now what they endured and what they made you endure. What was unexpected. There's going to be hiccups and hurdles now and on the way to discovering, and there's nowhere to run. Situation. They're going to hit curveballs, and now they don't get to choose how they'll respond, because God is going to make every bit of their journey, without a doubt, the same plan that they had for you. Well, God's taking care of it. Okay? I love you so much, Collective. See you on the next one.